dealers.
We had another Saturday of chaos in college football. 4 top 10 teams go down. Ole Miss, Georgia, UCLA, and Notre Dame toppled, so the Sooners are on the rise. OU up 5 spots to number 10 in the latest AP poll. OSU actually dropping 1 spot to 21. The Big 12 now has 3 top 10 teams. TCU is 2, Baylor 3, Ohio State remains number 1. And welcome into sports, everybody. So what to make of these Sooners? The Big 12 as a conference now has 2 victories against top 25 opponents this season. OU owns both of them. The latest, yesterday's impressive 44-24 defeat of West Virginia. But as you may recall, the Sooners also started last season 4-0, and we all know how that ended, weeping and gnashing of teeth. Bob Stoops knows there is a long way to go.
No, come on. We've played our first conference game and won. There's no worry about any statements or anything like that. You know what? Around the country, those first 3 games, who knows? You know, you start finding out more as you get into your conference play and you get into the, 5th, 6th, 7th game of the year and you start to figure things out a little bit more.
Not exactly a dominant victory yesterday, but the Sooners did make the big plays when it mattered most. On offense, 4 long touchdowns, 17, 28, 35, and 71 yards, the longest there. Baker Mayfield to Deron Neal, who was also most important after the Mountaineers had cut the third-quarter lead to 3. On defense, Mike Stoops applied pressure, and it paid off. 7 sacks, 5 turnovers forced. Eric Stryker was turned loose. The result was 12 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble that went for a touchdown.
Ready. I was focused. I really was, ready to have, fun. And starting conference play. Big every game. It gets bigger. And I knew what was at stake. So I, personally myself, be the best that I can for my team. To put us in the best, position to win.
We all know what's next. OU Texas next Saturday in Dallas, and this is probably the worst Longhorns outfit we have seen in a long time. Texas just 1-4, blown out by TCU yesterday, 50-7. More on that tonight after the NFL.